Imagine a guy named Bob. Bob wants to get fit. So Bob buys a cookbook about healthy eating. He reads it cover to cover. Then he watches 50 hours of videos about the perfect push-up. Then he listens to a 3-hour podcast about mitochondrial health. Bob feels great. He feels productive. He feels like an athlete. But there is one problem. Bob hasn't done a single push-up. Bob is physically obese, but he thinks he is fit because he consumed the information. Now look at yourself. You watch videos about how to be productive. You read books about financial freedom. You listen to podcasts about stoicism. Your brain is stuffed with 10,000 calories of information every single day. But how many of those calories did you burn with action? 0. This is called intellectual obesity. Just like eating too much food makes your body heavy and slow, eating too much information makes your mind heavy and paralyzed. You aren't learning, you are just mentally masturbating, and it's time to go on a diet. Why do we do this? Why do we scroll through TikToks about business tips instead of actually starting a business? Because of a glitch in the human brain called the illusion of competence. When you watch a master do something, like watching a chef cook a steak or a coder build an app, your brain releases dopamine. Your brain mirrors the action. For a split second, you feel like you did it. You get the reward of the achievement without the pain of the effort. It feels like work. It feels like progress. I read 50 pages today. I'm crushing it. No, you aren't. Reading about push-ups is not the same as doing push-ups. Reading about business is not the same as selling a product. But because the dopamine hit is so strong, you become addicted to the feeling of growth rather than actual growth. You become a junkie of wisdom. You are high on potential, but sobering up to a reality where you haven't changed a bit. How do you know if you are intellectually obese? Here are the symptoms. Symptom 1, tutorial hell. This is common for coders and creatives. You want to learn Python, so you watch a Python for Beginners course, then you watch Python Intermediate, then Python Advanced. You follow along typing exactly what the instructor types, but the moment you open a blank file to write your own code, your mind goes blank. You panic. You go back to the tutorial. You are stuck in tutorial hell. You are like a person who can only ride a bike with training wheels. You never learned to balance, you just learned to follow instructions. Symptom 2, Tsundoku, the book hoarder. Tsundoku is a Japanese word for buying books and letting them pile up without reading them. Look at your bookshelf. Look at your Kindle library. How many of those books have you actually applied? We buy books not because we want the knowledge, but because we want the identity. Buying Atomic Habits makes you feel like a disciplined person. Buying Rich Dad Poor Dad makes you feel like an investor. It's retail therapy for your ego. But an unread book is just a paper brick. It is dead weight. The problem is how we learn. We treat our brains like a warehouse. We try to stuff as much inventory, knowledge, in there as possible, just in case we need it later. I'll learn about marketing now, even though I don't have a product yet. I'll learn about real estate taxes, even though I have $5 in my bank account. This is just-in-case learning, and it's a waste of mental energy. Information has a half-life. If you don't use it within 2 weeks, your brain deletes it to save space. So 90% of what you are learning right now is evaporating. Compare that to just-in-time learning. This is how video games work. In a game, they don't teach you how to fly a helicopter in level 1. They teach you how to walk. You only get the helicopter tutorial when you're standing in front of a helicopter in level 50. You learn it because you need to use it right now. This is how Elon Musk learned to build rockets. He didn't get a degree in rocket science first. He started building a rocket, ran into a problem, read a book to solve that specific problem, and kept building. So how do we lose the mental fat? We need an information diet. Stop binging. Start fasting. Here's the protocol, the 2-to-1 ratio. For every 1 hour of consumption, you must do 2 hours of creation. If you watch a 10-minute video on how to edit videos, you must spend 20 minutes actually editing a video. If you read a chapter of a book, you must write a summary or apply one concept before you read the next chapter. If you can't pay the action tax, you aren't allowed to consume the content. Close the book, turn off the podcast. You're full. You don't need more food. You need to go to the gym. This will be painful because creating is hard, consuming is easy. Creating exposes you to failure, consuming protects you in a bubble of theory. But remember, one mediocre project is worth more than 1,000 brilliant ideas in your head. The world doesn't pay you for what you know, Google knows everything. The world pays you for what you do. I'm gonna do something that most YouTubers won't do. I'm gonna tell you to stop watching my channel. Well, not forever, but for now. Don't click on the next video. Don't scroll down to the comments. You have consumed enough today. You're smart enough. You are ready enough. Pick one thing you learned, just one, and go do it. Go write the first sentence. Go do the first push-up. Go send the first email. The knowledge is already in your head. It's just waiting for your hands to catch up. Get off the couch. The diet starts now. Thanks for watching. Now, seriously, close the tab. Go.